Hey, yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's the one and only triple the G.O.D. live on Team GRF TV. I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on live from the lab where we're still working on that. We're still a work in progress, okay? We are still a work in progress. But regardless, yo, welcome back to the show, everybody. Technically, because of how math works, it has been a month since the last time I sat down after YouTube made their decision, something about honkies and seppuku and things you shouldn't say about Nazis. And here we are a month later, right? It has been a weird time for me personally because of what happened after that video. I got up after, sitting up here deciding, like, is this a thing I want to do? And decided this was a thing that I wanted to do, and I did it. I just went back to work as usual, understanding that I'll get my chance and get my opportunity. If money making is for me on YouTube, then it is for me. And if it's not, I'm going to continue to do what I love. Things changed that following Monday. That following Monday night, I got rushed to the hospital because of this diverticulitis that I've been dealing with in my colon. My stomach been all jacked up for a while now, and I've been in consultation to get a surgery and things like that. But my stomach and my body had enough. I was sitting up here hot and shivering at the same time, and that was no fun. Getting rushed to the hospital was no fun. Spending a whole week in the hospital, and we're going to talk about that in general, that was also no fun. And the week that I took after to recover, it was no fun because of what I had to go through. The simple answer to all of that I was sick, take care of your damn selves, okay, internet? You don't want to be in a hospital hemmed up, even though, that for the most part I was taken care of, people watching out for me, and I show love, and I really kept that to a minimum about what was going on with me. Which brings me to this point, right? I have disappeared for the span of like 3 weeks, and nobody really asked where I was. And that's not a thing of, that's nobody's fault but my own. Because I never put myself out there enough for you to sit up here and be concerned about where that boy Trip supplying us with what we need. Because what it is that I'm mostly providing while people come to this channel can be and is found elsewhere. So that's on me for A, realizing that a long time ago, and B, not sitting up here and getting on that properly in a way that would make people concerned about when you disappear, where the trailers that you service, where you talking about what's good with all this stuff. That's on me. Which gets into this thing I really want to cover, because that last video I made, people came out and showed love, and it was one thing in particular. But I just want to just look at the comments and just say that my partner in hentai Ryan Bomber, blah, 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 something about, I don't know, Deep Voice El Gibble Poppy or something. Partners in hentai are coming sooner than you think. I want to thank Robert King, for showing love. I appreciate the love. My boy Break, too. Get your boy for years. Always appreciate the love. My fam, Official Mason Music, like, yo, thank you for appreciating me, and in turn, I appreciate you, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So that's the spoiler alert to the end of this video. We ain't going to stop working, because there have been repeatedly people telling me, even though I've had some thoughts about stopping, nah, you can't stop this train. Really, Super Grim, you going to buy some merch? I'm like, the only thing I thought of was a shirt with a horse and, a handicap signal. Something about a horse-based guy. That's all I got. The thing that I wanted to touch on real quick is my boy Dub the Devil sat up here, and he, when I sat up here and talked about why it ain't more videos like this, is that I just want to explain it in just these simple terms. When I decided to step behind the camera and become the voice of it, because I didn't want to become the star of this, because it's not about me, that even though that I'm telling my story, that I always thought of myself as more of a narrator and not the star. I always thought about my stuff kind of like how you watch The Wonder Years. If you've ever seen that show, or any show that has a narrator that talks over what? You got How I Met Your Mother, things like that you see these things playing out, but it's someone always telling you and giving you the backstory as to what and how. And that's how I felt. Given what it is that I know now, that probably wasn't the right move. It probably wasn't. I wanted to stick to my guns because I wanted to tell my story a certain way. But given what I learned the whole time I've been hent up, is that YouTube is a different beast. There are only so many serious Yuri Sakazaki Mugen videos one can watch before you understand that's how that side of the internet works. YouTube is a celebrity-based business. A business that's supposed to be, you need to see this face so you can have someone to relate to. And I have to apologize for not seeing that. That thinking that my vision would win out over what everybody else do. And that leads into, I'm gone for 3 weeks and not one person asked where I've been at. I've learned my lesson from that. Is that people would be more concerned if it was more this and less of, you can't see me, but I plan to change some of that. It's like not every video is going to be this because it can't. I really like being a voice to things because of this simple reason. Remember that thing we talked about in the last video? The magic of tenure. When you are around long enough, you understand what you can and what you cannot get away with. Like, I would love to do video, but I don't have quite the tech, big enough hard drives and things like that. You scratch my mustache for a minute. Got to get that. That I don't have the tech right now to support doing a whole episode of Sentai or Kamen or whatever it is I'm speaking on, and it just be this. It's easy for me to get on the mic, say what I gotta say, turn it into a video, combine it with a thing, and it's up. Because that's getting the information to you ASAP quick. This, whatever, is gonna take however long it's gonna take, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. The thing is, at the end of the day, while I was hemmed up in the hospital, seeing that evolution videos are weird, and I don't know why they exist, and they probably shouldn't, is that if this is going to continue, what I do and how I present it has to change a little bit. Is that it's a part of me that don't want to reapply for the YouTube Partner Program. Because I want to go full dumb nuts. I want to go nuts enough where nobody cares to snitch, but understanding where the line is, because you have to understand there's a line. I have been getting away with being a dumbass and worshiping the horse that crippled Chris Reeves. Like, cause me and Jay think that's the funniest thing ever. We think it's funny, and we don't care if you don't think it's funny, that we think racism is stupid. We think saying the word coon is hilarious. We think that stuff is funny, and not everybody is going to agree with our dark sense of humor, but it's what we love to do, and we are going to continue to do that. And I really think that not sitting up here having someone determine what is and what isn't, because I can tell you there were things that when I was still monetizing videos, when they were going through it like allegedly like a fine-tooth comb to figure out whether or not it was things I was getting away with that they probably shouldn't have paid me for. And I'm just going to be 1,000. And that's just what it is. To be for real, it was a part of me that when this first happened last month, I wanted to shut down this channel. But when I realized the other thing that I was doing by archiving content and things like that, there were things on this channel, and I've said this a whole bunch of times, that has been lost to the ether, that the only reason it exists is because it's right here. And that alone is worth protecting. That alone is worth investing in to make sure that this channel still stays up. There are things that I wish I would have handled this a little bit differently. Just a little bit differently with my options when I had them years ago. I made a choice. I have to live with the choice, and that it is what it is. I'm going to continue to do what I do. My family, they rolling with me. They rocking with me. Jay, he got some thing going on, but he ready to get back to work. Your queen wants to open more boxes. I want to get the A Factor, and I want to get Romans 247, and I want to play some more Castlevania Judgment and some Tatsunoko versus Capcom. My big brother owed me a run back in everything we done played on this channel. And I still need to get Steve ass down here so I can body him in Naruto and Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Those are things that I want to do. All those things I've been talking about for years, like me and Daily Ray Neo really linking up, especially with all this Mike Ross stuff going on, to really sit up here and really give y'all a real history lesson what's going on. It's people that I want to collab with, that I've been saying I've been wanting to do stuff for years, that I really want to do things with. And those people know who they are, and I'm trying to get their attention. And I want to do these things because they need to be done. I ain't going nowhere. How we do business is going to have to change. I don't know whether or not if I'm going to ever upload another trailer to this channel again. It might not be the best way to go. Even though one of the other things I noticed while I was hemmed up in the hospital, just watching YouTube, shout out to Final Round for, for keeping me held down. Like, yo, Sonic Fox Goichi, everything Tekken, amazing. Amazing. That people are getting away with the same stuff YouTube knocked me for. That's not anything new or anything not strange to the game. But business is business, and it is what it is. And it can be nothing but that. So yeah, we're going to be playing a lot of catch up. I know I'm like a couple episodes behind on Build, on Cops vs. Robbers, Ruby, My Little Pony first episode just came out. Things that I need to catch up on, and we'll do that one piece at a time. It's just now figuring out how to navigate all of these things in this world that is currently what it is that I do on YouTube. It's all I can do, and all I can say is I continue if y'all appreciating rocking with me. Yeah, I'm going to remind you again. We got the Patreon, the PayPal.me. If you want to throw something in the bucket, please go right ahead. This ain't no pay for play. You don't get nothing special. Even though I would love to really start doing things special once I get the tech up and things like that. But if y'all want something, let me know. Because at this point, at the end of this video, the only thing I can say is, at this juncture, y'all is as much a part of this channel as I am the creator of the content that comes out. So, if you got an opinion about where you want this to go, you should speak now and continue to speak. That if you want me to cover something, if you want to see something, at this juncture, because I'm up here building up the tech library, there are more things that I can bring you now than ever before because of the tech that I've recently acquired. And we're going to keep acquiring tech and keep doing things and keep bringing you a better product. Because at the end of the day, what is this all about for me? I have a story that I have to tell, a legacy that I know deserves to be left behind. And there are people who are a part of that legacy, who sharing this with me, who I appreciate, come down and show love and give a time to make sure that when I'm dead and gone, the full story is being told. And that's what's important. So yeah, I ain't going nowhere. There will be a lot more things like this between you and I as we continue to do whatever this is we do. So like I said, if you got something to say, if you want something covered, if you got something that you need me to hear to make this a better product, open your damn mouth and say something. I'll appreciate it. Before we get up out of here, I will say this. Just so that I'm commenting on things, you know what? No, I'm going to say that. Because I said who I want to do that with, so I'm going to say that for that. I just got to get this fool attention and try to see if I can get him on some Samurai Showdown 5 special and see if he'll actually get on the mic and say something and get on this. Because I think that if it ain't no other opportunity to tell these old man stories, then this is probably the opportunity to do so. At this juncture, before we get up out of here, I'd like to thank every single one of you, everybody. Anybody who's ever watched the vid, left a comment, right, wrong, or otherwise, like, dislike a video, whatever. Thank you very much. I like to thank my family, every single one of them. They know who they are. No reason to name names. You know who these people are because you know why? They on videos with me. I'm always shouting them out. So they know. And we going to continue as a united front and a group to continue to bring you what you need. And this family and these people and this group of people that I want to work with is growing steadily and steadily. And as I acquire more tech, the things that I've always wanted to do are going to become more of a reality. And I'd appreciate it if you stick around for that. Once again, I'd like to thank every one of you. I ain't going nowhere. I thought about it, really thought about it, really thought about shutting it down. Do yourself a favor and not retire. See, I need Jay for the high five. Y'all should go watch that Mega Man X. What is it? Hadoukens and Taco Bell or something like that. Y'all should do that. Go ahead and get up out of here, man. You know who I am. See this? See this face? I'm the one of y'all triple the G.O.D. I'd like to thank all of you, for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on Live from the Lab. And once I get this place together, I'm going to give y'all a little tour. Small little place, but we're going to be putting in some work down here. Again, thank all of you guys for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on. Uncle Triple just speaking that truth. And with that being said, I will holler all of you guys next time. Peace out.